Now, this is a 3-day visit. Both sides are making all the right noises so far, and China remains the elephant in the room. At this stage, it looks like Sri Lanka is trying its level best to balance ties. It is mulling a renegotiation with China. Rajapaksa says he wants the Hambantota port back. It falls in their constituency. But can his government do it? And will it be enough? Our next report looks at the state of play in the Indian subcontinent.
This is the port that Sri Lanka lost to the Dragon. The Hambantota port was built with loans from China. Beijing now has a 99-year-long lease on it. But the new government in Colombo is having second thoughts about this agreement. Ajit Nivard Cabral, an economic advisor to the Sri Lankan Prime Minister, says that his government wants to renegotiate. In an interview, he said, "We would like them to give it back. The ideal situation would be to go back to the status quo. We pay back the loan in due course in the way that we had originally agreed, without any disturbance at all." Technically, it was the last Prime Minister, Ranil Wickremesinghe, who gave the nod for the 99-year-long lease. But he had inherited a heavy burden of debt from Rajapaksa's presidency. Mahinda Rajapaksa was voted out in 2015, but the Sri Lankan government struggled to repay the debt they had taken on. Sri Lanka has a foreign debt of more than $34 billion. This is 45% of the country's GDP. A large chunk of this comes from China. Under the Rajapaksas, Sri Lanka had borrowed heavily from Beijing to kickstart infrastructure projects. China has rapidly expanded its footprint in this island nation. Between 2012 and 2016, China accounted for 30% of all foreign direct investments in Sri Lanka, 4 times more when compared with Indian investments. Between 2008 and 2012, 60% of Sri Lanka's foreign borrowing was from China. The large debt is a matter of concern. So is China's growing influence in Sri Lanka. The new president, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, promised a neutral foreign policy when he took the oath of office.
We want to remain neutral in our foreign relations and stay out of any conflict amongst the world powers.
His brother, Mahinda, is back in government as Prime Minister, with an additional charge of the Ministry of Finance. So far, the brothers have made the right noises. Taxes in Sri Lanka have been cut by nearly 50% to boost economic activity. Gotabaya Rajapaksa chose India for his first foreign visit. It's a move to rebuild the India-Sri Lanka partnership. New Delhi has offered Colombo a $400 million credit line for economic development. The new moves ignite some hope. But the new government needs to do a lot more to overcome the debt crisis. Bureau Report, World is One.